National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
This is the 9 p.m. news telecast of the Prestige channel of Sri Lanka. A pleasant evening and a warm welcome to the national news. I'm Dilanjali Ananda.
A very good evening to you. I'm Charita Minipurarachi, and let's move on to the headlines for tonight's news.
Nearly 1,000 people perish in the earthquake in Afghanistan. Third stage of development of Malay Fisheries harbour in Jaffna take off. New Jaffna passport office also commenced. An international cricket stadium for the Northern Province. The President emphasises that the government will dedicate itself to build a prosperous country for the people of the North and South. Wildlife chain paper factory in a resurgence. Seatbelts compulsory for passengers on expressways from today. No change in bus and three-wheeler fares despite revision in fuel prices.
On to those and other stories in detail now, and starting off with the top story. The death toll due to the earthquake in eastern Afghanistan has now reached the 1,000 mark.
According to the Taliban Internal Affairs Ministry sources, about 2,500 people have been injured. The earthquake occurred in the early morning today, measuring 6.0 in the Richter scale in eastern Afghanistan, bordering Pakistan. The epicenter of the quake has been at a depth of 8 kilometers, according to the Geological Survey Institute of the United States. A large number of persons are still trapped inside the debris of collapsed buildings, as per reports. Rescue operations are being continued. Kunan province is the most affected area due to the earthquake. Steps were taken to admit the injured to several hospitals at Jalalabad. Helicopters have been engaged to rescue injured persons, and government officials request humanitarian organizations to assist in rescue operations in hilly areas. It has also been reported that rescue operations are being conducted only by air, since a state of floods and landslides prevails in most of the earthquake-affected areas. The earthquake was felt at a distance of 300 kilometers from Kabul in areas of Islamabad in Pakistan. The UN Chief Antonio Guterres has stated that the organization will assist fully in rebuilding people's lives in the country.
President Kumar Dissanayake stated that the government will be committed to build a prosperous country for the people both in the north and the south. He made these remarks this morning while attending the inauguration of the third phase of the Malay Fisheries harbour development project in Jaffna. It is the responsibility of the government to provide the necessary facilities for the fishing community, and the steps are being taken to develop the fisheries harbour in the north in order to provide such facilities and resolve the issues faced by fishing community. Under the phase, essential facilities such as water, electricity, fuel, coal storage, net mending centres, auction halls and radio communication centres will be provided not only for the fishing community of the northern province but also the fishing boats arriving from eastern and southern provinces. The government has also allocated 298 million rupees for the purpose in the current year. Minister Ramalingam Chandrasekhar, Deputy Minister Sunil Watagala and Sunil Ranasinghe and several others were present at this occasion. President Kumar Dissanayake said that although previous governments acted in the expectation of war, the present government is working with the aim of ensuring that no form of war will ever occur in the country due to the build phase and harmony within the nation. He also stated that every plot of land in north which was acquired for the security forces during the war will be released back to the people. Emphasizing further, the President said that the government is committed to safeguarding the surrounding seas, islands and landmasses of the country for the benefit of the people and will not allow any external force to exert influence in this regard.
ජනතාවගේ ප්‍රධාන ආදාය මාර්ගයක් තමයි දීවර රස්සාව. දීවර කර්මාන්තයේ දෙන ජනතාවට අවශ්‍ය වන පහසුකම් සැලසීම රජයේ වගකීම. ඒ අනුව තමයි මේ දීවර වරාය තුන්වෙනි අදියර සංවර්ධනය කිරීම සඳහා අපි සැලසුම් කරලා තිබෙන්නේ. තවත් දීවර වරායන් කීපයක් අපි සංවර්ධනය කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් තිබෙනවා. ඒ වගේම අපේ දීවර ජනයා මුහුණ දී තිබෙන ආක්‍රමණක දීවරයන්ගෙන් අපි අපේ මුහුණ ගලව ගත යුතු ඒ පිළිබඳව අපි සැලකිලිට භාජනය කරනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ දීවර ජනතාවට ඉතා වැදගත් ස්ථානය තමයි කච්චතු දූපත. අද විශාල සංවාදයක් කච්චතු දූපත කේන්ද්‍ර කරගෙන ගොඩනැගිලා තිබෙනවා. අපේ භූමිය දූපතක්ද මහ මුහුදද අහසද ගොඩබිමද මතු අනාගතයට ආරක්ෂා කොට ලබා දීම අපේ වගකීම. ඒ වගකීම ඉටු කරන්න අපි බැඳී සිටිනවා. කිසිදු බලපෑමකට යටත් නොවන බව ඔබට කියන්න කැමතියි.
President declares open the Immigration and Immigration Department's Jaffna Regional Office today. The office, established within the premises of Jaffna District Secretariat, is equipped with all facilities including modern technology. Until now, the people of Jaffna, Kilinochchi and Bulativ had to travel a long distance to Vaudia Regional Office, the only regional office in the northern province, to obtain immigration and immigration services. The issuance of 3 passports by the President symbolized the commencement of providing Department of Immigration and Immigration Services to the people of Jaffna. Minister Anand Vijayapala said that people in the north now have the opportunity to get their passports from the offices in the north without going to Colombo. The government has instructed them to control for immigration and immigration to issue passports from the Jaffna district office daily to suit the needs of the people in the north. President Anurukumar Dissanayake said that the government expects to provide all government services to people online with a simple telephone call by next year. Measures are being taken rapidly in this connection. People have no positive idea towards the government service. They think that a service done, there is a certain truth in this opinion. Therefore, the government servant should provide efficient service to the public, as the government workers depend on the tax money of the general public. The government has given priority to strengthen the public services through digitalization.
අපේ ආණ්ඩුවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම කාර්යය තමයි ඩිජිටල් කරණය. රාජ්‍ය සේවය ශක්තිමත් කිරීම.
The program to develop the Jaffna library into an e-library was inaugurated this morning under the patronage of President Anurukumar Dissanayake. Accordingly, the website www.jaffna.dlp.gov.lk was introduced for the Jaffna Public Library, enabling readers to access its collection online through this project. At this event, an integrated library management system, a smart card access facility and a special unit equipped with assistive technology for persons with special needs were also introduced for the Jaffna Public Library. A sum of 100 million rupees has been allocated for this project from the 2025 budget. Following the official launch of the e-library program, the President toured the reading hall and lending section of the library, engaging in cordial discussions with the staff.
Now, today is a special day for cricketers in the Northern Province and millions of cricket fans, as the Northern Province is getting their own international cricket stadium. The 7th International Cricket Stadium of Sri Lanka will be constructed centering Jaffna district. The foundation stone for the stadium was laid today by President Anurukumar Dissanayake. This is being implemented under the program titled Sri Lanka Cricket National Development Path in order to provide equal opportunities for talented cricketers to represent the national team. The new International Cricket Stadium will be established in the Mandatev Island in Jaffna, fulfilling the necessity of an international level cricket stadium, which has been a drawback for northern and eastern provinces so far. The foundation laying ceremony, led by President Anurukumar Dissanayake, was also attended by Minister of Sports Sunil Kumar Gamage, Deputy Minister Sugat Tilakaratne, Minister Ramalingam Chandrasekaran, President of Sri Lanka Cricket Shammi Silva and other officials. The construction expenditure of the stadium will be met by Sri Lanka Cricket. A special aim of this project is to convert it into an international sports city, not only to construct an international level cricket stadium. The sports city will be constructed within an area of 138 acres in the Mandatev Island. The new International Cricket Stadium, to be constructed in a land area of more than 48 acres, will include 10 central turf wickets. Another speciality will be the ability to lay the boundary line at a distance of 80 metres, exceeding the minimum distance of 75 metres from the main turf wicket during an international match. The stadium will be constructed under 4 stages, and in the first stage, the stadium and the pavilion will be constructed in such a way where matches will be able to be played initially. During the second stage of construction, the main pavilion and the media center will be established. Pavilions around the stadium will be constructed under the third stage. During the fourth stage, the establishment of lighting system will be completed. The new International Cricket Stadium in Jaffna will accommodate 40,000 spectators at a time. This will become the 7th International Cricket Stadium of Sri Lanka and will also be the 5th International Cricket Stadium with day and night facilities. President Kumara Dissanayake said that the country has reached a point where the country will be rebuilt from the ground level. The government has a comprehensive development plan for the northern province. For the first time during the last presidential and general elections, the people of the north entrusted to form a government in a country which was once divided and mistrustful. The duty of the government now is to ensure that this unity is not divided but strengthened by building a nation of togetherness and brotherhood for future generations. The government strongly believes that there will never be another war in our country. Some sections of the society try to spread fear that war will return, but the government will ensure that it will not happen again. We must return people's lands to them, reopen closed roads and eliminate suspicion between the communities. The president stated that although there are a number of sports in the country, cricket occupies a special place. During the last several decades, no positive news has been sent to the international community regarding Sri Lanka. Among positive news created about our country, cricket is one of the foremost games which improved the international standing of the country. The new stadium being constructed in Jaffna is special, despite several other international stadiums in the country. Many things we celebrate divided, but victories gained through cricket can be celebrated together. In future, we will convert our dream into a reality when matches will be played at this stadium. Sinhala, Tamil, Muslim and all other communities will together cheer for the country.
And meanwhile, the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation has announced a revision of fuel prices effective from last midnight. According to the announcement, the price of Lanka Auto Diesel will be reduced by 6 rupees to 283 rupees per litre, and Lanka Super Diesel will be reduced by 12 rupees to the new price of 313 rupees per litre. 92-octane petrol will be reduced by 6 rupees to a new price of 299 rupees per litre. The prices of 95-octane petrol and kerosene remain unchanged. At a press briefing held today, the Private Bus Association and Three-Wheelers Drivers Association said that their fares will not be changed although the fuel prices decreased. President of the Lanka Private Bus Owners Association, Gamunu Vijayaratna, said that decrease of 6 rupees per litre will not affect the bus fares. To reduce bus fares, fuel price should go down at least by 25 rupees. President of the All Ceylon Three-Wheelers Trade Union Association, Lalit Dharmasekara, said that even though the petrol is supplied free of charge, three-wheel fares cannot be reduced. The reason is that there should be a proper regulation for three-wheel industry.
Wearing of seat belts by passengers travelling on expressways has been made compulsory from today. The objective is to minimize loss of lives due to road accidents. According to the National Council for Road Safety, nearly 7 persons die daily due to road accidents. They point out that by wearing seatbelts, losses of lives can be reduced by 40% during an accident by wearing seatbelts. Passengers travelling in all vehicles on expressways will have to wear seatbelts compulsorily from today. Chairman of the National Council for Road Safety, Manjula Kularatna, said that all driver and passengers will have to wear the seat belt from today as a compulsory step. During the production of certain vehicles, the seat belts are not available and they will be given a grace period of 3 months to get it completed. Inspection of vehicles at entrances to expressways and raising awareness in this regard was conducted today with the mediation of the police. The National Paper Company is ready to revitalize its production with a momentum.
And this report is regarding the current situation of the famous Valachweni Paper Company. This was considered as the biggest paper factory of the eastern province, especially located in the Batticaloa district. The Socialist East Germany granted funds to establish this factory. Although the many socialist countries helped to set up heavy industries in Sri Lanka, including steel and ceramic, the Valachweni Paper Factory is the first such factory set up in Sri Lanka. The period from 1965 to 1975 was considered as the golden era of this factory, where about 3,000 workers had served. There had been about 150 houses for workers and named Paper City. Even today, there is a separate railway station under this name. Valachweni and Ambulapitiya paper factories had supplied 70% 50% of the country's entire demand during that period. Later, the paper factory in the eastern province was changed as the National Paper Corporation with quality paper products. This factory was later declined, causing immense difficulties for the daily life of the employees. At times, the work of the factory stuck due to various reasons. The Valachene paper factory, which is considered as an access to the eastern province, has again started its production, gradually increasing its production capacity. There is a high demand at the market for the paper manufactured by the National Paper Company. The company only manufactures a high quality and standard paper. The company purchases scrapped paper from government press, Department of Examination and many government institutions including courts. The Valachene Paper City expects to increase its production capacity with quality products that bring new experience for people and school children in future. Chairman of the National Paper Company, Engineer Upali Ratnayaka, said that at least 300 metric tons of paper should be produced to make the company profitable. The target has already been achieved, and the next is to increase the monthly production up to 500 metric tons within a period of 4 months. Sri Lanka's local paper production is just about 10% of the entire demand. To achieve this target, at least 2,000 metric tons of paper should be manufactured per month, and however, the company will be able to achieve a monthly target of 3,000 metric tons within a period of 2 years. Paper products of this company are of high standard without any order. The company manufactures high quality wrapping papers, vanilla paper and craft paper.
The Fisheries week that intends to maintain orderliness in the government institutions commenced today. The program implemented under the Clean Sri Lanka National Initiative will be operational until the 4th of this month. The main goal of this program is to create a peaceful, safe and well-organized working environment for public officials. Accordingly, a key focus will be on removing unused items from the state institutions and making the best use of limited space. A period of 2 hours each morning during this week is allocated for cleaning and organizing the institution. Attention will also be given to maintaining clean and attractive buildings and surroundings, improving access roads and ensuring facilities for persons with disabilities. All heads of institutions have been informed to arrange a system to continue this orderly environment. Minister Chandana Beratna said that the word "seri" means to get rid of unnecessary things dumped at the office premises and the environment. This process should be applicable to get rid of negative attitudes of the individuals. Under this "seri" process, the entire environment and the way the people think will be transformed into a productive end. Secretary to the Ministry, S.R. Lokabandara, said that a circular was issued following a lengthy discussion with the relevant parties and officials to continue this process without confining to a 1 week. Measures have been introduced to continue this system for the well-being for the society. Additional Secretary, Clean Sri Lanka Initiative, S.P.U. Sugishwara, said that the responsibility of each public servant is to become an officer with social respect. The respect for the public servants among the general public should be reinstated by providing them better services.
The Supreme Court permitted today to hear a fundamental rights petition filed against former President Ranil Wickremesinghe, former members of the cabinet along with a group of respondents. The petition has been filed by the Centre for the Environmental Justice. The petition has been filed requesting to issue an order stating that the fundamental rights have been violated by the issuance of exports to several friendly companies at a lower rate than the stipulated rate for phosphate stocks obtained from the Eppavala phosphate deposit during the previous government. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe, former members of the Cabinet, Director General of the Geological Survey and Mines Bureau, Attorney General along with 30 others have been named as respondents. The petition was taken up in the presence of 3-member bench of judges including Janak De Silva, Priyantha Fernando and Sampatha Bekon. Attorney at Law Dr. Ravindranath Dabure, appearing for the petitioner, stated that Lanka Phosphate Company conducted the procuring of phosphate violating an order issued in the year 2000 by the Supreme Court regarding the Eppavala phosphate deposit. The attorney at law pointed out that Chamara Sampatha Sanayaka, the then subject minister, influenced the Geological Survey and Mines Bureau and the government institutions to issue permits in order to supply phosphate. The 3-member bench of judges, considering the facts, ordered the case to be taken up for hearing on the 9th of March the next year.
Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca says that all opposition groups have come together to evade corruption charges and do judicial actions. He made these remarks at a public rally held in Minuangoda area. Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca said that the NPP government came to power promising renaissance at one go. However, the opposition groups have come on one stage at present. People can see that many opposition members are appearing before courts these days, now that they have united as one group to evade the corruption charges and court proceedings. Nama Rajapaksa is now highly worried about injustices made towards war heroes. He is also shedding tears for ousting General Sarath Fonseca from the army due to Sarath Fonseca's entering into politics. About 35 top officials of the army headquarters were sacked by the Rajapaksa regime, depriving all their privileges. They were not allowed even to find an employment at the private sector. How that they shed tears for the injustices caused to war heroes. In 2010, former president had visited China with 65 henchmen. He said that Ranil Wickremesinghe is now destined to misappropriation of public funds. He further said that although he is sorry about Ranil Wickremesinghe, the present government acted 100% correct in taking legal actions against him. It is difficult to imagine what kind of a prison term should be sentenced against the former president misused public funds during Rajapaksa regime. People feel that the current government takes correct decisions to punish the culprits as the wish of the general public.
The examining of evidence in a case against Nadun Chintaka Vikramaratne alias Harakata was taken up today in the Colombo High Court. Nadun Chintaka Vikramaratne alias Harakata was taken into the Criminal Investigation Department today by the prison officers and was later interrogated for about 1 hour by the CID. This pertains to the incident of looting a sum of 26,000 rupees and a 3-wheeler from a residence at Meetotamulla. He was produced before the High Court later, and accordingly recording of evidence was conducted in the presence of Colombo High Court Judge Justice Lankaja Ratna. Evidence of 2 witnesses of the complaint was recorded under the guidance of Deputy Solicitor General Sudarshana De Silva, and further examination of evidence in the case will be conducted on the 29th of October.
3 persons, including a 10-year-old girl, have been injured in a railway accident occurred near Vavuniya town. Hospital sources say that the condition of the girl is fatal. Gates of a railway level crossing along the Vavuniya-Manna road was stuck due to a technical failure. At the same time, a small lorry crossed the road and the suddenly arrived train knocked bearing of the vehicle. It is reported that the father, mother and the 10-year-old daughter was inside the lorry at the time of the accident. Further investigations are underway regarding the accident. The national program to launch Northern Coconut Triangle in line with the World Coconut Day will commence tomorrow at Pudukkottai area in Mullatheve under the patronage of President Andra Kumar Dissanayake.
The Northern Coconut Triangle can be introduced as the latest project that connects the hearts of the people both in the north and the south. This triangle will be implemented connecting Point Pedro, Silavatura and Kokilai, covering the districts of Jaffna, Kilinochchi, Mullatheve, Banna and Vavuniya. Under the project, 1,024,000 coconut saplings will be planted in an area of 16,000 acres during this year.
Minister Sunil Handuneti says that a certain group is planned to sabotage the functioning of Palavatha and Sevanagala sugar factories. The minister points out that the fires broke out in sugarcane plantations and the strike launched by the sugarcane transporters are parts of this planned conspiracy. Minister Sunil Handuneti said that earlier this group engaged in a protest, highlighting that their advance payments and transport charges are not made at the scheduled time. Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa and other opposition politicians also supported this protest campaign, and some attempted to start undergo Gama movement there. However, the government completed the payments and solves this problem one and for all. Now that certain groups have set fire to sugarcane crops and demand to purchase the entire sugarcane crops within a very short period of time. The factory has purchased 12,840 metric tons of sugarcane from the 16th to the 24th of August. Sugarcane crops of 153 farmers have been set on fire in a systematic manner. Now that they demand to purchase about 14,000 metric tons of sugarcane crops. Both the Sevanagala and Palvatha mills can only grind 3,800 metric tons a day. CID has started investigation regarding these incidents. In this background, the Tractor Owners Association has started a strike. This is well-planned act started with political aim to discredit the government. The farmer have informed to provide quality sugarcane to the factory from today. If the tractor owners strike, Army and STEF is ready to transport the sugarcane for the benefit of the farmers.
The Asian Development Bank has approved $106.9 billion financing package to strengthen the Sri Lanka's secondary healthcare system. The package includes a $100 million loan and $6.9 million grant to modernize hospitals, expand specialist services and improve disease surveillance across the country. ADB officials stated that the initiative will be implemented through a results-based lending model. This means funds will be released only when the government meets performance targets. According to the ADB, the program will upgrade hospital infrastructure with an emphasis on climate resilience, elderly-friendly facilities and gender-responsive design. Secondary hospitals will be enhanced the function of the first point of referral for patient care, helping the ease pressure of larger medical centers. The plan also includes setting up a national center for disease control, accrediting the public health laboratories and integrating surveillance systems to better prepare for future health emergencies. In addition, pharmaceutical logistics and supply chains will be improved, while governance reforms will digitalize procurement systems and strengthen the oversight. Stay tuned with the international